Hey Budget Fam, it's Jordan from Jordan Budgets. Today we are cash stuffing $1,228 into all of our binders. This is the last cash stuffing for December. We actually need to pull all of this money tomorrow so that we can pay all of our bills. So you guys are definitely getting a couple videos back to back. This is the cash stuffing to finish out some of this. And then tomorrow we will be pulling our bills binder and kind of restarting for January. So with all of that being said, let's first get into this cash stuffing by counting the cash and making sure we have what we think we have. Now, I do want to say before we actually count this, I take that back. First, I just want to show you guys the process because I did just pull all of this from the bank. So I want to show you, I know this is like, there are sheets that you could do this much more pretty, right? But I want to show you what I do before a cash stuffing because I do get a lot of questions saying, how did you know what to pull? You know, what are you doing? Basically, I go through each of my binders. I start with bills. These are all my bills categories. I flip through and see how much I need, especially now that it's the last week. This needs to get fully stuffed. So I flip through all of my categories, write down what is left to get stuffed, and then I break it down. Like for mortgage, I need 4 50s, I need 2 20s, and so on. Like I break it down over here. So challenges, you can see what numbers I need. I totaled that up, and then I wrote exactly what bills are needed for that. So if you're curious, like, well, what was the starting point? Basically, all of this let me know how many 50s I need, how many 20s I need. I wrote it on this little slip to give to the teller, and that's how I knew sort of what my breakdown was, exactly what bills I need to do this cash stuffing. There are certainly some weeks though where I just say, oh, I'm gonna pull about $800 and I ask the teller to give me random bills. I don't typically do that at the end of the month because I need to know exactly what still needs to happen, like with my bills specifically. But there are definitely weeks that I do that. You could do that. But if you are wanting to make sure you get everything exactly how you want it to be, I kind of play around with those numbers on a sheet of paper and then ask for specific bills when I go to the bank. So just wanted to answer that question because I do get it a lot. With all of that being said, let's go ahead and count this cash and see what we have. Now, I do have this slip here, so I'm going to use this as a guide. We should have $600 in 50s, 50, 150, 250, 350, 450, 550, 600. We should have $480 in 20s, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, 400, 20, 40, 60, 80, 480 in 20s. We should have just 2 10s totaling $20. That is right. And then 5s, we should have $75 in 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75. And then I already counted the ones that I left over here. These are 51s. We need $53 in ones. So 50, 1, 2, 3. $53 in ones. That totals $1,228, which is what we have to cash stuff today. So we are right on track. And I'm going to use my little cheat sheet that is right out of focus to kind of tell me where this money is going and what we are doing. And typically, I will say, I do not cash stuff my last week this close to the end of the month. It's been a little chaotic, as you can imagine, with Christmas and New Year and all the things. Happy New Year's Eve, by the way. But I am cash stuffing today, and then I will be pulling it tomorrow. To be honest, if I weren't on YouTube, I would likely just have left this money in the bank, kind of figured what I really need to pull. Okay, I take that back. I wouldn't have left all the money in the bank, but I would have left like the bills money that's going right back. Some of that is going right back in, right? And the debt, some debt is getting paid off. So I would have just kind of played with my numbers and seen what needs to go to debt and what needs to go to bills and kind of factored it out that way. But I do enjoy cash stuffing, and because I am on YouTube, I'm gonna go ahead and cash stuff this today, even though I will say if I weren't a YouTuber, if I was doing this back to back, I wouldn't pull cash one day and then put it right back the next day. It typically does not like fall that way, but just for full transparency, because I do get a lot of questions from you guys about what's going on. So mortgage needs, we're jumping straight into bills, and I pay $800 towards the mortgage. I live on family property, so we're all contributing in different ways. Mortgage wise, I contribute $800. We need to add 240, and then this should total 850, 100, 50, 200, 20, 40. And the bank did me dirty on the bills because look at this 50. It's like missing part of it. Some of these bills are truly terrible, but we're gonna work with it and it is gonna be okay. Mortgage, $800, 50, 100, 50, 250, 350, 450, 500, 50, 600, 20, 40, 60, 80, 700, 20, 40, 60, 80, 800. $800 is ready to stuff, are ready to pay the mortgage. We will pull this tomorrow and pay that bill. Next is electric. My electric did go up. I don't know if I've chatted with you guys since I wrote it on here, but it is $239. So let's just add, I think we're gonna be like $1 above here, but we're gonna add 20, 40, 60, 80, and I think we're gonna have $240 here. 50, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 220, 40. So electric is now fully covered to pay in January. How are you guys doing this week? Let me know in the comments if you have anything fun fun planned tonight for New Year's Eve. If you have anything fun planned tomorrow for New Year's Day. My kids and I am a parent who goes way too above and beyond, or I try to, for like all of the things. And this year I'm just like, you know what? I don't have anything planned for New Year's Eve. I don't have anything planned for New Year's Day, aside from cooking. We do cook like the traditional cabbage and sausage and do that kind of thing around here. But aside from eating with family tonight, I did not plan anything for the boys. I told them they could have a chill day doing like nothing and have fun with that because I'm going to be working. I'm not planning something for them or whatever. Like I'm enjoying being in the office today. So medical, I think I just added 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90. Yes, I must have added that 50 that I had here for medical. My medical, I have something sort of like insurance and it is $90 every single month. Car insurance, I need to add $21 and then we should have 91. So let's add 21, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, $91 for car insurance. So that is now fully stuffed as well. But let me know if you guys have any fun plans. I would love to hear about them. If you have any fun traditions in your house, I would love to hear that too. Amazon Prime, we're not stuffing anything because I don't have that right now. So I just kind of put a line through that. For my car, we need to add $105. So let's add 50, 101. Is that right? 100, no, 105, not 101. I thought that was a weird number. $105 towards car should get us to $405 total. 50, 150, 250, 300, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 405. Perfect. So that is now fully stuffed and ready to get pulled tomorrow. Next, we have homeschool. I did look into this. It looks like we have 3 more payments, January, February, and March. So this is our 3rd to last payment. Homeschooling though, I think we're just adding a little bit today. We're just adding $5 because we've stuffed most of it. 50, 70, 90, 100, 105, 100, wait, what? 50, 70, 90, 100, 105, 110. Yes, 110 for homeschool. So that is fully stuffed. And then tomorrow when we pull this money, I will pay these bills. And as I pay them, I put a little check mark next to paid and I write in the next month's goals. Most of this does not change. Electric does change. So I will write in the new total for that one. Phones, I have written down to add $2, so this must be almost fully stuffed. We need $72. My boys each have a line and I have a line. 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 1, 2, $72. For electric, I do get a lot of you guys commenting that I should do the, oh, I'm trying to pull the wrong one. That I should do the like where they give you the same bill every single month, but it goes off of the use of the past owner because it like totals 12 months to do, what is it called? Budget billing maybe for electric, but I don't want my bill to go off of what the person used last year because they might use a lot more or a lot less than me. And then I feel like that's just going to create anxiety in me that I am overpaying or underpaying, and then there's going to be a big bill at the end of those 12 months. I don't know. I'm fine with paying every single month. I feel like it also incentivizes me to use less heat. Like we're in winter right now, so I am not one to freeze us out of the house by any means, but instead of like baking us just because I'm like, well, it's the same bill this month anyway, I'm somebody who works better with like immediate consequences, right? So I like knowing, oh, well, my bill next month is going to reflect what I'm doing this month, so I should maybe pay attention to that. So at this point anyway, I'm not interested in budget billing, but if you guys have it and you enjoy it, let me know sort of, or I guess if you guys have it in general, let me know how you're feeling about it. Because I mean, I don't know, I'm open to ideas and suggestions. If you guys think I would actually end up liking it, tell me why you like it, because I'm not saying never to it. I just feel like right now, especially because we've only been in we've only been on this property for like 4 months. So the billing would not reflect my usage at all. I probably use way more than they did. Violin for my oldest son, did we add the $5? 10, 15, 20, 25. Yes, we added the $5. He does have a violin rental. That is $25 every month, and I foresee him continuing that at least through the semester. He enjoys it, but I guess time will tell if he does it long term. Netflix, last bill, I just have written down to add $2. So 1, 2. This is actually for Netflix and Hulu, and then whenever I start paying, I guess this month is the month that I'm gonna start paying for Amazon Prime, but just the video portion, which is maybe like $7 or $8. So I'll need to add that in soon. Anyway, right now Netflix and Hulu totals $9 for me because I got a special on Hulu and I'm watching both with ads. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, $9 for Netflix and Hulu. I will say though, since I switched to Netflix with ads, there are certain videos that don't play. It says that it's not an option if you have the membership, or what am I trying to say? It's not an option if you are somebody who's using Netflix with ads, like the cheaper payment plan, which I think is kind of bogus. It was not like said anywhere that you'll be missing stuff. I will say there has not been anything I've really wanted to watch that has not worked, but I think that that's something they should make more clear up front, that certain things are going to get locked. And I also don't know why certain things would get locked if I'm going to be watching ads. I don't know. But basically Netflix does not have its full library if you're doing their cheapest plan. There are certain things that they're like, it's not ad compatible or something. So anyway, I'm still happy with it, and I'm happy with the lower payment on that. So we just worked through all of the bills. Next, let's do our debt. We're going to focus on debt because these 3 binders, these 2 binders are for Christmas next year. We're just stuffing 2 spots there. We're stuffing a handful of spots into our vacation binder, which is beefing up very nicely. But we're going to save those 3 things for last and focus on debt first. That's where a huge portion of our money is going these days. I think we're able to put almost almost $600 this week is going towards debt. Look at us go. We are going to be stuffing all of these monthly challenges for our, yes, we're stuffing this whole thing, which would be $500 towards debt total. So 22, 23, I am confidently going to just mark all of the spots as if we're able to do them because I did kind of pre-plan and it should happen. So we marked those ahead of time, and now we just need to fill in the numbers that are here. 11, 12, yep. So we were consistently doing this. We didn't cash up anything last week, so we're kind of playing catch up this week. So this is basically day 22. The idea with this budget this binder, if you haven't seen it yet, is you are trying to stuff money every single day into whatever day of the week or whatever day of the month it is. So like on the 23rd, we would have stuffed $23. And if you do that every single day in a 31-day month, then you have almost $500. You have, what is it, $496. If you are using this, all of them come with, like all of the planners come with all of the monthly challenges come with a 31 spot so that you could use it any month. So if you're using it in a 30-day month, you just kind of need to do an extra day, right? So $24, 21, 2, 3, 4. Do you see how I ended up pulling so many ones for this? We will be unstuffing this tomorrow though, and I'm very excited because we're gonna get to put this $500 and a lot of these in the 100 Days to Financial Freedom. A lot of those are gonna get fully stuffed and filled out. So we get to see what that's gonna total. I have no idea what it's gonna total, but I think it's gonna total more than what my like monthly goal is. I don't know if I've talked to you guys too much about my debt, but my goal every month is to put in at least $1,200. So 1,200, we're putting in 25, 26, 1,200 every single month towards debt should cover any interest as well as like move us forward to get out of debt within 2025. So I have racked up a good bit of consumer debt, 25, 26, 27. That does not include my car note. I would like to take care of my car note in 2026, but I don't know if I will do it as, what's the word? I don't know if I will attack the debt as hard. I just don't know what word to use, but 25, 26, 27, 28, but I really want to get rid of this consumer debt, this debt from moving. A good portion of this is also work related, like taxes that I didn't plan well for, and some big purchases I made here at the end of the year. So it's not all just like frivolous spending. Most of it is literally just because I moved and because of taxes and work related expenses. But the spending that I did do was for stuff like a bed. I got me and the boys new beds when we moved here, and I got, a cheap sofa because I sold my big sofa a year or two ago whenever I had to move out of a crappy like rental situation. And then I moved into a really tiny house. So I did not have room for a sofa. So, the spending that I did do, I do not feel guilty about from 2024. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, but it's still stuff that I need to take care of within 2025. And I am very much watching my spending this year and try to create some good habits. So in 2025, I am not getting myself back into debt. $30. We need to also add 31. This is a good opportunity to show you guys how to use these binders too, because I don't get this question a lot, but I have gotten it on occasion and I don't think I ever show you guys, but there's only 30 slots because it's just the best way, in my opinion, to handle this. And if we had a 31, we would need like a bonus card. And the way I print them too, this is just like the least wasteful way, really. So in the back of this monthly challenge spot, that is where I intend for you to put 20, 31, to put that 31 cash. There's plenty of room for it because the only thing in here is a tracker, and these little envelopes hold so much. So, I mean, there's enough room for it for sure. So we have fully stuffed this. We get to pull it tomorrow and put it all towards debt, which feels really, really nice. So this debt is gonna move a lot quicker, or like this debt payoff binder. We already pulled days 1 through 16 because the card was fully filled out. So as you can see, this card is already fully filled out. We're gonna add 29 here, so this card will be fully filled out. Basically, if the card is fully filled out, we get to put it in the bank. So we're gonna get to do that, put all this money towards debt pretty soon. We won't be pulling the full thing. This month, we will have to stuff a lot of the higher days, or the more expensive days, like day 81 gets $81. So lucky me, I did leave myself a lot of really expensive days in the back, but It's gonna be okay. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're only stuffing 7 days, so that technically puts us a week behind because we didn't stuff this at all last week, but that is okay. It is going to be okay. So we're gonna add $29 here. Let's see, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. And then we are going to color this in. And this should move rather quick because we are gonna put, oh wait, what color do I want? No, I don't want that one. We're gonna go with pink. Okay, pink jumped out. We're gonna go with pink. So we already stuffed that day 29. So this card fully stuffed. We now have days 17 through 32 have been fully stuffed. And then I think, yeah, day 33 through 40 have already been fully stuffed. So we also get to pull that card. And then we're gonna fully stuff this one right now. 42, 43, 44, and 46. We're stuffing all of those amounts into here, but I'm not gonna pull each one individually because I pre-planned this pretty well. So 50, 100, 150, these numbers total 175. So 50, 150, 160, 70, 175. And then we get to color in all of these days. And then I think we have one more to color. If you guys are working on debt in 2025 and you feel like sharing, please do in the comments below. I don't think I've shared with you guys my total amount of debt, but I think if you add up what I've said in many, many videos, you could really kind of see my totals, right? There's too much pink on there. I do not like that, but it is not something I've explicitly said, but I think it is something we're gonna talk about as we start moving on it. I just wanna make a little bit of movement on it before I really talk about it, just to show you guys, okay, I'm working on it, you know, because it is a lot. It added up to a lot at the end of the year. Let's see, 49 and 55 are getting stuffed here. So let's add 49 and 50, that would total, what, 104? 100, 1, 2, 3, 4, 104 here. So now this card is fully stuffed as well. We have stuffed, and we will be pulling tomorrow, days 17. So again, like day 17 got $17, 17 through 56. So I think that's gonna total a pretty good amount. That was my goal this month too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is to stuff these 5 cards because I flipped this amount, kind of signaling to myself, get all these done beforehand before moving on to these so we can pull these. So we met my goal. That was really my goal for December, was to make that happen. And then in January, we get to stuff 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. I don't know if we're gonna get all that done in January. We will see, but that is pretty good. We're off to a good start with that one. Okay, these 2 binders should move rather quickly. These are saving for next Christmas. I did recently do a budget of breaking down exactly what I spent on Christmas this year for 2024, and then how I have budgeted and planned 2025. I think now is a great time to do that. If you have not seen that video, I explain why I think that in that video, and it might be the motivation you need to get yours in order and to plan for 2025 already. All that being said, go watch that video if you have not yet, because I think it might be really helpful to you. But basically, I need both of these binders to happen to be on track for 2025. So we're just gonna stuff $4 into this one and $8 into that one. Both of these total $1,378. They are a 52-week challenge. So if I stuff every single week, we will be ready by next Christmas. So let's chat while I first just color these in and then stuff that money. I have gotten comments from you guys on these too, so I just want to explain my thinking, because I see where you guys are coming from. I think this is gonna be a different color. Oh no, this is the color. No, it's not. I do not like when I use like wrong colors on these, but I'm trying to be less strict about it and just enjoy it. Oh, you guys have said, why don't you stuff, you know, starting from the bottom on one and then starting from the top on the other, so they kind of even one another out and the end of the year isn't so expensive. I think that's a great idea. If you're doing 2 binders, I think it's good to spread those out. And middle of the year, this last year, I would have probably taken that approach. I'm hoping to get rid of debt at the start of this year though, even though I've given myself like all year to do it. I think if I really prioritize it, I could get it done by maybe October or so. And so maybe even sooner. I really have no idea. I don't know what 2025 has in store for me, but let's say if I really focus on debt and I don't put an extra $50 towards Christmas next year every single week, if I prioritize the debt, then I think it's going to be really easy for me to handle these bigger amounts towards the end of the year because I won't be paying so much towards debt constantly. So I think it's a great idea. Let's see, 2, 3, 4, to split them up. If that's what works for you, definitely do that. But I am purposely not doing that this year because I don't want even $50 a week to be going towards something that's happening at the end of the year, because I just really want to focus on debt the first half of this year, because I think it's going to make the ending half of my year that much better. So that is my reasoning. I completely get what you guys are saying though, and absolutely would handle it that way in a different season of life. 5, 6, 7, 8, $8 for the 8 here. And then the only thing we have left is our vacation binder. Okay, after that long rant of saying why I'm not going to prioritize Christmas, we are going to be putting a little chunk of change into the vacation binder because this is coming up in like February. I'm taking the boys somewhere. I don't know where yet. Somewhere with sun. It's very overcast here. I was gonna like go ahead and write down what I have planned, but I don't know that the money is gonna come out exactly how I planned it to. So let's just write it as we do it here. 23. Okay, 23 is what we need to stuff first. 21, 2, 3, 23 in the 3 spot. I did not, or 3 with 23. I did not start this, you know, a year ago or so, which is what I really should have done to be ready for a vacation in February. Again, a year ago, I was still not moved out of Mississippi. So I am prioritizing a little vacation for our mental health though, because it is just so overcast here all the time. Like the sun does not, I don't know if overcast is the right word, because the sun's not like trying to peek out anywhere. It's just so gray. The skies are so gray here during the winter time, and we're not used to that. In Mississippi, that was not a thing. There are definitely some upsides here, some things that we have and love here that were not a thing in Mississippi. So I'm not trying to hate on the area. It's just a reality that I'm not used to the lack of sun that has been happening lately. And I know by late January, no, realistically, I'm thinking late February. By late February, I think it's just going to be time that we get away for sure, just for our mental health. So I'm beefing this up, 25, 26, 27. I was originally thinking I was going to need this much money plus some though, because I was thinking, oh, we'll go for like a week or 2, but I think it's going to be perhaps a shorter trip, maybe like a 4-day trip. I really don't know, but my boys do have like sports commitments and music commitments and so much going on at this point that I don't know that we can just disappear for 2 weeks and like nobody notice. You know, 25, 26, 27, 28. So I was originally thinking this 1,378 would be, I would need to really stretch it and add to it to get a good week or 10 days somewhere. I don't think that we're going to be able to realistically get away for that long. So we will see. We'll see. But I'm going to keep working on this because we still have a little bit of time to figure out the plans, but still like get this moving the right direction, right? Okay, our last number is 25. 26, 27, 28, 29. Why do I have an extra 1? I don't know. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. I'm gonna go ahead and put it here and assume that we miscounted on this vacation binder somewhere. We may not have, but it is okay. We're just gonna put that one in here because why not? So 29, that is getting us so much closer to where we need to be. So we have like 2 months before I'm wanting to use this money. We have all of January and all of February. Let's assume that's 4 weeks away, or 8 weeks away. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we need to catch up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're still like behind 10 spots. So we're gonna keep making this a priority when we can. Ideally though, pretty soon, it's like, I'm just gonna need to fill in 1 per week and we will be on track like a regular 52-week savings challenge. Okay, it's looking pretty good though. Pretty beefed up, right? So that is it for today's cash stuffing. I have enjoyed hanging out with you guys. I will definitely be back for a unstuffing tomorrow of a lot of this, because a lot of this is bills and debt. So we will take care of that together right here tomorrow. So hope to see you guys then. As always, thank you so much for being here. I love you, I appreciate you, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.